A 1 2, a 1 2, a 1 2, a 1 2. What's up, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Man, it's been a minute since I've been up in here. It's been a hot minute since I've been up in the studio. My schedule's been so busy, but it's like the old saying go, people make time to do what they absolutely want to do, and absolutely doing what they love. And that's one of the reasons why I'm here today. This is the midday show. I said I was going to do this on a Thursday. I'm here on a Thursday. This midday show, I had to get it done. No pun intended. I had to get it done. I had to still make my way up into the studio to spit out this information and to really just stay the course. You know, people start things and they don't finish it. They don't see it all the way through. They're started. The Dunn It All show now has been going on with Smash Bros Radio. Appreciate my piece for putting me on, Ralph and Otis, and the whole crew, you know, for bringing me on. You know, it's been over a year now, and this thing here is still going. We try to spit that fire, okay? That hot fire so we can go ahead and put everybody on with as much information as possible. And just continuing this thing here, man, it's just, it's bigger than me. These things that I do on the show, man, is bigger than me. The guests that we bring on the show is bigger than me. I'll be remiss if I did not just share my journey, man. The things that I go through, the things I've seen, the things that I'm about to see, the things I'm about to go through, man. It's been crazy, you know. Campaign over, still, you know, doing the city council thing, policing, running the businesses. It's a lot, which is why, again, I could not do the Tuesday show because I had to do some certain things with my one of my businesses to make sure I got that taken care of. Of course, that's what pays the bills. This is what I do out of love for the community. No, I don't get paid for this. I'm not asking to get paid for this. This is one of the things I do to give back. And no matter what you do, no matter how you do it, people are always going to have things negative to say. I say that to motivate you guys and to encourage you guys. Don't let the naysayers and whatever get into your mind. Now, this show is about the power of mentoring, and we're going to get to that. However, I just need to express a few things before we even get to that. No matter what you do, and I know I'm speaking to somebody, I know somebody's hearing me, I know this is something you actually feeling, this is something you're going through, went through, whatever, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. No matter what you do, somebody's always going to have something to say. No matter what you do, your mere name coming up in certain combos and certain groups, it's going to cause irritation without you doing anything on a negative light. I say that because I went through this. I say this because I'm like, it's being reintroduced to me right now. Say certain people names. F this person, all this. Well, why do you feel that way, sir or ma'am? Oh, they did this to me. They did that. But what did you do? What did you do? What did you do? When people don't follow the rules of business on how you handle business, they get upset because you don't conduct business with them. Stick to your business practices, the things that kept your business afloat, the things that's going to continue to propel and move your business forward on how you do things. Don't let people change your standards and your best practices that allowed you to get to where you're going in order to accommodate them. I'm going to say that again for the people in the back. Don't allow people's thoughts or whatever they want from you to change your best practices of what you do to keep your business afloat. If you have a deadline, stick to your deadline. Whether it's for them to put an order in, whether it's for them to get back with you, whether it's to remit payment, whatever it is. For some reason, people feel as if they are entitled for you to curtail your best business practices to fit their immediate needs. It doesn't work that way. I don't work that way. For instance, if you call me for something last minute, I can't do last minute. I'll let you know I can't do last minute. And sometimes my schedule on the working scale of whatever it is that I may have to do on the work, meaning like what I have appointment wise for customers, may not be open. It may be open on that portion, but then I got other business I have to tend to. That means different paperwork, different calls I have to make, different things I have to follow up on. So I've already filled up my day. Why are you mad at me because I didn't pencil you in? Because my day. Forgive me for being prepared. Forgive me for living my life in order. That's how I operate. I have so many things going on to where there could be mass chaos and catastrophe if I don't stick to my rules of engagement and my agenda. If you live a life of chaos, then that's you. I don't live a life of chaos. My life has to be ordered. I wear too many hats in order to become something to pleasure you and to meet your immediate needs. Some people are natural born idiots and they're ignorant. You have to allow them to fester in their own idiocracy. You have to allow them to just sit there and salivate and to soak in their own ignorance. Marinate, if you just say like you marinate meat. Allow them to marinate in that. That's what they do. And if they want to pull you down to their level, don't do it. Because one of my partners, Clem, made this post today. Something of the likeness of check on your fellow professionals and your entrepreneurs, business owners, etc. They're not okay. And meaning to the fact of this, like you get those other people that don't realize where you came from versus where you're at. They look at your accolades and the things that you've received. They look at your degrees and look at all of this, but they don't realize where you've come from. And they try to pull those old ways out of you. They're not ready for it. They don't need to see that. You don't need to give them that. Because you giving them that, you lose. You stand so much more to lose. Everything that you've built thus far is based on or could be contaminated, if not just totally destroyed based on your reaction that you give to a person that is not worth your time. Be careful of who you give your time to. Your time is very precious. And certain people are not worth your time. It's precious as a diamond. It's so precious. Quit giving people parts of you knowing they're not worthy of a second of you. A millisecond even. Quit giving them that. Quit giving them that satisfaction. Because it's you that stand the most to lose in the event there becomes a negative interaction. I say that because I'm preaching to myself because I know I'm about to have to deal with something in the near future. And I have to smile and come around with crafty words in order to shade this side of me that doesn't need to become exposed. Because there's a side of me that is very, you wouldn't recognize it, and I bet I wouldn't recognize it if that side of me comes out. I've come too far to allow people to allow that portion of me to come out. Yeah, and that's when people say, this is good. You go to Dave Chappelle's skit, when keeping it real goes wrong. Man, listen here, keeping it real can get you jacked up. And then you can have those real conversations with people offline. But when we get back into more of a public setting and people look up to you, people idolize you, you know, I mean, whatever it is. And I'm not talking to me as an individual. I mean, I'm talking about just people idolize certain people. You know, your kids idolize you. The youth who I've mentored do stuff like that. They're like, hey, they look up to you. You're the idol. You know, they want to live like you. They don't know what it takes to get there, but they see you in a positive light. You don't want to ruin that. You know, you don't. And you don't want to ruin that for yourself. So, don't allow people to cause you to take a derailment for their advantage. Stay on the course. Stay on the track. Stick to what got you here and stick to what's going to keep you there. Okay? All right. Yeah, that part. Let all that soak in. Hopefully it'll help you guys out as you begin your Thursday. So let's go ahead and just get to the topic. The topic here is the power of mentoring. I say that because we've been working heavily with Tor Thornton of WBRC Fox 6 with this tie drive. Y'all seen it where I shared it on my ties to success social media. Different businesses and organizations throughout the metro area have participated in this, in which they have allowed their areas of their business to become tie drop-off points. People don't realize, and I gotta get in contact with a guy via email right now. Just thought about it. With a different school, but people don't realize how much it takes financially to do what we do. I've been covering a lot of this using my own personal funds. Donations of ties and whatnot have come here and there, which I'm very appreciative of that. And that has helped out significantly. People always say, hey, we can, how much money do you need? Man, give me ties over money, because we go through an average of about, when we're at full steam, I can blow through 200 to 400 ties in 1 month. Literally, I'm not playing, because I can easily go through about 60 ties in one session. So if I got 4 sessions lined up for that month, you do the math. Plus 6 times 4, that's 240 ties. Easily. So if I'm doing 2 sessions a week, you go ahead and do the math on that. So we're already at close to 500 ties, which goes to 480 ties, if my math is correct. Do the math. So those ties, man, when you guys donate those, man, they mean so much. We really do appreciate it because it means so much to the youth. And when they tie those ties, go to my social media. Go to Ties to Success, even on Facebook. Go to Ties, TIES, the number 2 Success, and look at these kids' faces when they got these ties. Go look at some of the videos and things that we've done. Look at some of the events that we've done and whatnot. Look at those kids, man. These kids like, I'm gonna wear this tie to church, and it's bigger than the tie. The tie is just the catalyst that is kind of like brings it all together. The reason. Teaching kids how to be successful, teaching what success looks like. And that's why the program is called Ties, and it has number 2 Success. Not only do you teach them how to tie a tie, but you teach them the elements that's tied to success. There's so many things that's different that's tied to success. You can go all the way back to what I said at the initial portion of the podcast, in which I was talking about allowing people to change your best business practices and things like that took you to get to the point of being successful, your business being successful. People are going to talk about you no matter what. You take all of this and you build it into the Ties to Success program. You talk about dealing with adversity. You talk about social media, the power of social media, how it can make you and how it can absolutely destroy you. You talk about the etiquette on even how to deal with police. Now here I am, a police officer, not only a police officer, a black police officer that tells the youth on how to have handle police contact. Now, the crazy part about this, when people scream the word equality and they say, we're all equal. Well, in a perfect utopian society, that would be great. That would be really nice to say we are all equal. There's nothing equal. My fellow African Americans, we are the most disenfranchised people ever. Okay? And that is the truth. Not looking for any handouts, but we hate being shortchanged. We hate being marked off. We hate being marked off to the point to where almost like we don't exist, in the public, in the mainstream, where there's in movies, you look at the percentage of those that really are, written and produced by African Americans, which salute to Tyler Perry for everything that he has done to make sure that more African American actors are put on and given more recognition to African American film work in itself. But there's so many different sectors to where we're not relevant, and we're not trying to get to the point to where We're trying to eliminate other races. No, we want to bring them together. We do. If this is the melting pot that truly exists, we want our part to show as well. But in order for even our part to be even existing, we have to get back to our youth to show them their value, to show them their worth, to show them even how to get to that point, so they don't even, we already start out behind on the race. We got to do our best to keep catching up. Keep catching up. We know that we were already starting 2 laps behind on an 800-yard race. We're already 2 laps behind. Actually, let's put it in perspective. Because if we go there, that'll be the whole dang race. Let's say it's a 1,600-meter race. Okay, so that's going to put us at 4 laps around a standard track. So if we start out 2 laps behind, that means we're 50% time we're behind on the margin. So if we're starting out 2 laps behind, man, we got to try our best to catch up. We can't get to the point to where it's like, well, I've advanced further and, they don't want to do better. So I'm going to ignore them. No, it don't work that way. Because otherwise you start categorizing everybody, saying they're all the same. This group here is all ignorant. This group is all impoverished. It's not true. It's like saying everybody in the projects is broke, or everybody in the projects is there because they want to be there, or everybody in the projects is bad. That's not true. No portions of that is true. No portions of that is true. When people say that African Americans are not as smart and not as bright as our counterparts, Caucasian, that's terribly not true. Children are born as a blank slate. I guarantee you, if you introduce each and one of them to the same environment, over 90% of them are going to exhibit the same characteristics and the same traits if given the same opportunity. That's why education is not equal. You can start right there. Alabama is ranked last as it relates to education in comparison to the other 50 states, 49 states, the other 49 states. Alabama ranks last. Why are we last at everything? But we tout the Bible about this, God this, God that. I'm gonna have another real moment for y'all. And this is not a negative real moment. This is just a truth real moment. It's the main people that are screaming God this and God that, God. And they've been some of the worst people I've met before in my life. Some of the most evil people I've met in my life have used God as a means to move how they move. It's like they've distorted God's message about loving one another, about caring for one another. They've distorted that whole thing. I do what I do, especially my passion relates to the youth, is because somebody did it for me. My daddy did it for me. My mama did it for me. Our neighbors, my uncle E. All these people did it for me. My teachers, Miss Harper, Miss Abrams, even some of the Miss Miss Guy over there at John Carroll High School. Miss Marinelli, my biology teacher. Man, these people here are white. Mr. Bell. Anybody know Mr. Bell? Bessemer, Mr. Bell? Come on. Mr. Bell is like the honorary mayor of Bessemer. If you from Bessemer and you don't know Mr. Bell, then you ain't from Bessemer. Everybody know Mr. Bell. Mr. Bell will whoop your butt. You go over to his house early in the morning, because his house when he was a principal at St. Francis. We'll go over to his house. We'll probably have a little breakfast if you need one or something, or we'll already have coming out breakfast. The parents will drop us right over there. He'll go and unlock the school. We'll walk with us to the school together, and the school day will start. If you got in trouble, you'll meet Mojo. Mojo would be in the office and he will paddle your butt. And then if you had no money for lunch, Mr. Bell will pull out his big wad of money and give you a few dollars for lunch. I tell you that ain't love. Ain't love. Mr. Bell is still alive. Shouts out to Mr. Bell. Shouts out to Mr. Bell. That guy made me who I am right now. smooth, talk to you like a father. And that's what we do. That's why I say the power of mentoring, the power of giving back, the power of giving back, no matter what kind of adversity is going on. The power of giving back to our youth, the power of giving back to our future. Guys, it all starts and it ends with us. We have to give back. So again, shouts out to Tor Thornton for even organizing this thing. We're gonna have an event at the Kappa House on the South Side. Me say this. I ain't a Kappa. I ain't trying to be a Kappa. That's just where the event's gonna be. Okay. So it's gonna be at their house on the South Side this evening at 6 p.m. And I think this is where we're actually gonna have the conclusion of the tie drive in itself, where everybody's gonna be bringing the ties and whatnot. And it's just a huge thing, for people to come together and to do this all for our youth. But we all can pitch in, and we have to pitch in. We gotta save our kids. We gotta save our future, guys, because that's we don't save them, then we're gonna be old one day, and who's gonna run the city? Who's gonna run the county? Who's gonna run the state? Who's gonna run the country? Who's gonna run the world? Our youth. Why are we not doing the best that we can do to prepare them? Why are we not making sure they know how to dress? Why are we not making sure that they know how to handle adversity? Why are we not making sure they know how to have proper interview skills? Okay? How to carry themselves. How not to get in trouble. Drinking, the negative side effects of that. Drugs, the negative side effects of that. Peer pressure. Bullying. Everybody handles adversity different. And we got to be there to help see them through. Everybody don't have the same thing. We got to stop being so dang on ignorant and thinking like, well, why couldn't they just do this? I don't understand. Why couldn't they just do this? Maybe because they didn't have the same opportunity as you. They didn't have a nurturing mother and father at the house. They didn't have their parents. They were probably grew up in foster care. Or what if their parents were addicts? Or what if the mother was a single parent and she had to work all these jobs and couldn't be at home and the kids had to raise themselves? Or the oldest child had to act as the parent and never got a chance to even experience youth. The only thing they know is having to be responsible for things they shouldn't even have to be responsible for. But it is what it is. But then we come up with, well, it's their fault. Man, if you only knew. Do your research before you make ignorant statements. Okay? And if you don't understand the people that you're serving, then go and do your best to submerge yourself into these communities. Which is why I say the same thing like with policing. Okay? When we go into these different communities, man, I look at these kids and they look at me. I sit down, talk to them, I fist bump them, whatever. I get enjoyment out of that. When I was a young officer, I used to be that guy like, I want to make this arrest. I want to go do this. Man, it's 16 years in the game, man. My perspective is so different. I can give 3 flips about writing a ticket unless you just been a stupid fool on the roadway. I don't care about making this little stupid arrest unless it's a big arrest and your butt need to go to jail. It's just different. My points of where you can get me to really go into police mode is that line is just a little bit further down the road now. Before, I used to identify myself, when I was a younger officer, police officer. And I'm still proud of it to a certain extent, but I don't introduce myself as that. I introduce myself as I'm KD. I feel better introducing myself as the entrepreneur, as the elected official, as the husband, as the father. I don't even bring up the police stuff because it's just such a negative light shine upon it, the direction that it's going in. But I just try to do my best to get back to my community and to treat people how I want to be treated and make sure that my kids, my biological kids and my kids that are non-biological to me have a chance to live their life to the fullest. Telling them I even having to deal with police contact, how the main thing of it is this: let's survive the encounter. Because at the end of the day, I know my place. I know my skin. I know if I go into some of these other communities, you know, the only thing they see is a black man. It's not to have to, oh, you was police officer, you should have told me. No, it doesn't matter that. You should have treated me with respect like I was giving you in the first place. Don't talk crazy to me. Don't treat me special when you see the uniform. Treat me like a human being with or without the uniform. If I get out of line, I get what's coming to me. And I deal with that accordingly. And that's naturally so. So, but give people the proper respect that they're due, no matter what their status is, no matter what their socioeconomic status is. Give people the respect that they're due. Now they get out of line, you give them what they deserve. Just telling it like it is. Talk crazy to me, don't be surprised when you get the little crazy little talk back to you. We act cordial, we act professional. Man, you'll get that top notch. Get that top notch from me. When Jack Harlow say, first class up in the sky, first class. You get all that. But man, I'm a little rough around the edges when you take me down through there. I don't let you bring out the beast in me. But sometimes you gotta meet that little rougher side so we can get back to that calmer side. So everybody got different ways where they carry themselves, but I try to make sure I keep it going accordingly. All right, I'm gonna come off that soapbox. That could be a whole nother topic, whole nother subject. So, but again, the power of mentoring, the power of giving back to the community, the power of giving back to the youth, the power of taking care of our future, and just giving back, man. I've been blessed. My family's been blessed beyond measure. So when I get stupid, ignorant people that talk crazy about me, I laugh because they're not worth my time a day. They just haters in the wind. I let the wind carry them on the way. Okay. So let them be, and you go ahead and be who you are, the best version of you. Keep pushing. Keep pushing, my people. Keep pushing. No matter what, keep going. The only way that failure is guaranteed if you stop. That's 100% guaranteed failure because you stop. You didn't see it all the way through. Man, keep pushing. Keep pushing. All that hard work is going to pay off. Okay? It's going to pay off. I promise you it will pay off. Don't look for immediate gratification. Don't look for immediate benefits. It's going to pay off. Work hard. Go against the grain. Because it's going to be you standing alone where everybody else is trying to be this group and try to fit in. You gotta fit in. You unique. You be you. You go out there and do the best version of you. Who cares about this group, this affiliation? You trying to be a part of? I'm trying to be a part of nobody. Nobody's group. Especially if it doesn't meet your standards. Who cares? They're not paying your bills. You gotta pay your bills. Quit trying to be a part of people that want to be a part, that don't want to be a part of you. Please. It makes no sense. Quit trying to be with people that don't want to be with you. It's toxic. Get out of it. Abandon the ship. Time to roll. Get out of it. Y'all got me? Get out of it. So, at 6 p.m. today, we're going to have this event again at the Kappa House on the south side over there in Titusville. We're going to do a tie event where we're going to be concluding everything with the ties, for Ties to Success and for the Man Project. Shout out to Richard Cade with the Man Project. He's going to be out there too. And this benefit or this this event benefits both groups, the Man Project and Ties to Success. So we appreciate all the love, appreciate all the support. If y'all want to still give ties, if you want to help them with the mentoring, look us up, social media, contact us. There's so many different opportunities that are out there for you to get back and help us just showing up and just assisting, bringing, just light and cheer to these little kids' faces, man. They look up to us. No matter if you're young or old, black, white, Hispanic, I don't care. Be the best version of you. And let's all continuously give back. All right. So this has been the midday show of the Done It All show. And don't expect this in the future. Just letting you know. My schedule is chaotic. It's crazy. And I just try to make sure I get this stuff in so I can put it out and let you guys know what's going on. I got some city council business I got to tend to later on today. I got to hit the gym. I got to make some more business phone calls. I just got another business opportunity that popped up. I got to call my wife, tell her about that. Man, the power of networking. That's going to be a whole nother conversation. The power of networking. People watching when you don't think they're watching. Still go back to that mentoring stuff. People watching when you don't think they're watching. They see what you're doing and they see how you're maneuvering. And this just goes to show you don't have to do anything to get people attention. They watching. Even if they don't comment. Even if they don't click like. They don't do anything. They watching. That's why I post more on my stories now than I do make a regular post. I like to see how many views. It just kind of does something. I'm like, oh, well, dang, they looked at this. And I don't do it for likes. I don't do it for views. But every now and again, I do look at the stats. But like, oh, kind of shocking, the kind of stuff that people bite onto, But for me, they bite into it, and that's great. If they don't, hey, that's great as well. You just be happy, man. Be happy. I'm smiling today. I'm happy. I got a break from work. I'm into my off days. I'm off from no regular work. The 9 to 5 police gig, but now I gotta work on my business stuff and take care of the Airbnb business stuff and Peabody Party Rental and Paris by Crystal, the council, House of Success. Y'all see what my day doesn't end? A lot, but I'm blessed to be able to continuously do this. I know some people like, I don't see how you do all that. Why you do all that? Man, I love it. 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 Because I grind so hard and I push so hard that a lot of y'all might be smarter than me. A lot of y'all might be faster than me. A lot of other things, but I guarantee you none of y'all could out hustle me. And I with all due respect to any and everybody listening to my voice, none of you can out hustle me. So serious about that. Come see my life on how I grind in and I grind out. Come see how I get up. Come see how I go to sleep when I do get sleep. Come see my agenda. You can never out hustle me. You can never outgrind me. I will outgrind anybody you put against me. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I'm just telling you facts. Just facts. Straight facts. I don't do this for no recognition. I don't do this for no accolades. It's just me. I'm like Clips. Grinding. Just grinding. That's all I know. God built me this way. I accept it. I don't complain about it. I don't complain about it. Well, every now and then, dang, I'm tired. I keep pushing. God got something greater for me. I don't even know what it is yet. Because otherwise, God would have never gave me the ability to grind like this. He would have never gave me the vision to grind like this. God got something great for me, and I don't know what it is, but evidently it's something. And I'm going to keep pushing. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm just going to keep pushing, man, until I don't have no more breath in my body. Because the day that I die, I don't want nobody to feel like, oh, man, he did too much. I want my wife to feel like, oh, my God, I should have slowed down. Can't nobody slow me down. Only thing that's going to slow me down is death. And that's going to stop me. But by that time, I have created so much, and I have touched so many people, and I have made so much of an impact to where I still live on, and my grind still is on reverb throughout the hood and throughout the community. And it's still echoing. It's still going. My heart is still beating through so many different people until the point to where even though my heart has stopped, people that I've touched, people that I impacted, keeps it beating, even in death. What? I'm out. Man, done it all. Y'all heard it. Y'all see it? Done it all. We're going to do it all. We're going to keep pumping and keep going through each and every day of the week, baby. Keep it grinding.